Hi everybody, this is Janelle here.
And Denay. And we've been meaning to actually release this video right here.
This video is more to start conversation and get a new perspective on the song, because everyone just kind of thinks that we write these cutesy love songs and that's all we do, but there's actually like either a good story or a good thing we're trying to portray behind it. I feel like this video is necessary because I feel like it's something that people don't usually talk about.
So we got to talk to these kids, the ones that were dancing in our music video, and we got to ask them kind of like deep questions, so they got kind of like awkward during it because they're kind of young. But we really wanted to address like all the subjects that we were asking questions about, just because there are so many like people who are going kind of like crazy, and I don't know, media's like just kind of
Psycho.
yeah.
Or can be, at least. It could be a good or bad thing.
So yeah, we're gonna start doing the questions now.
Nervous.
I don't have any.
Oh, I was dreading making this video. Actually, we didn't actually come up with these questions. We had some people come up with these questions. I'm gonna be just as awkward as everyone else who's answering these questions because I don't know what to expect or what I'm gonna say. Okay, Denay, ask away.
I'm Sean.
Hi, I'm Kylie.
My name's Ryan.
Charity. I'm Erin.
My name is Clint, and I'm a dancer.
And I'm a dancer. And I am a backup dancer in the music video Royal Line for JanelleandDenay.
Qualities I'm looking for in a guy. You guys ready? I know everybody's wondering. I'm just kidding.
Look at the camera.
It's genuineness. Because, I don't know, when someone's not being real and then it's like, who am I really getting to know? Who am I dating? Who am I marrying?
A quality that I'm looking for in a girl is, most importantly, is that she loves the Lord more than she does me, which is something that I find very great, and is that she truly loves me, and that's the one thing. I can't ask for any more than that.
Someone with a good sense of humor, integrity, just a caring person, I guess.
Nice, of course. Funny. Has to make me laugh. And has goals for his future.
But guys that are dependable and trustworthy.
I want someone who's going to encourage me in my walk and just tell me when I'm doing something wrong, because I mess up a lot. Someone who's just going to make me a better person.
I'm looking for a guy kind of like my dad or my grandpa, just because they've been really good examples of what it takes to be a responsible, hardworking, funny, good personality, and they've just been really good examples of what I need to look for in a guy because of the way they've treated me my whole life with respect and all of that.
He would have to be a leader, because I like a strong guy to lead. I want him to put God first, because when he puts God first, he'll like know how to treat me better. Because if he puts me first, I'm not a perfect person. I'll like let him down at times.
But everyone thinks it's so cheesy and everything, but I totally love Christian guys. That's actually why I wrote the song Royal Line, because it's about Christian guys. And if you guys have ever met a right-on, totally sold-out Christian guy, it's probably one of the most attractive things in the world. Going through my whole life in public school, private school, and they weren't all Christian-oriented at times too. I think all the most attractive guys I've ever met are at church. Like, they have this fear of the Lord, of like, they not fear in the sense like, oh, he's gonna strike me down. Gosh, Christian guys, you guys just keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna find yourself a lovely lady. Grade A, high quality kind of guys. So Royal Line, there you go, it's about Christian guys.
The status of a queen or king.
To live in a palace, I guess, when you think you're cool. I don't know.
Expecting to be treated as a royal person, but expecting to be treated as a servant.
Set apart. Like, when you're in royalty, you're set to a higher standard than everyone else. You kind of set the bar.
In the context of we're the king's children, then yeah, we are in fact royalty. As our king came down from heaven to wash the feet of his disciples, which was, when you think about it, is a very beautiful thing. I want to be able to treat my wife like a princess. Yeah.
I think it's people with outstanding character who strive for goodness and don't delight in things that they know are not right, things that are not okay.
Put everybody else before yourself, and you serve others, you like listen to others, you care for others, and even when nobody else is looking, you do what's right. That's when people start to view you as like somebody who's royal.
What my parents have given me, the guidelines that they've given me, and also the rules that have helped so much through the years.
Like talking with my mom helps me, and then like my siblings. People around me, like my parents, sisters.
For my family, because I've seen a lot of my cousins like date and everything, and then I basically get the what to do and what not to do in relationships from them, you know, seeing what they did wrong, what they did right. And then, you know, my mom usually tells me, okay, like, these are things you should do, not do, you know.
My influences come from Janelle. Just kidding.
Yes.
No, my mother. I really respect the way that she went about the whole dating thing.
They used to come from media. When you're young, you want a prince and to whisk you away and fall in love and things like The Notebook or whatever it may be for you. I don't think it always works out that way. Being a Christian, that's where my influences would come from. Aunts, uncles, grandparents, parents. I think they've been really good examples of what you should be looking for, and they kind of help you along in the dating process. What is it?
That you should wait until you're married. Only because, you know, you don't want to make a mistake with someone that you're unfamiliar with. Because, like, if you just casually know someone or you first start dating, or you wait to the wrong time, and then, you know, it could be a huge mistake, and, you know, it's worth waiting.
You should wait until you're married, for me personally, and relationships shouldn't go fast in that way.
Like in the Bible it says sex is okay when you're married, and it's not looked at as a bad thing, but I think it is a bad thing once it's taken outside of that context, and not even just coming from a faith point of view. I've had many conversations at work with people who, when they look at me, they're like, oh, you haven't had sex? I'm like, no. And then they're like, oh, well, that's good. I wish I would have been strong enough to make the same choices you did, because there's a lot of hurt involved. And I think it's really true. Like, that's the closest you can get to another human being. So if that person has also like slept in previous relationships and whatever, like they're bringing that to that with you, and all their baggage and everything. And there was a video I saw on BuzzFeed, of all things, BuzzFeed. And there was this woman, she was doing like kind of like a spoken word kind of thing, and she was talking about all of the hurt that she had received by sleeping with this guy who she thought that she was gonna, you know, have a relationship with. She thought that they were really connected and loved it, and it turns out he was just using her. And she was talking about how hurt and how broken she was, and how that could have, if she would have just saved her for someone who was actually gonna value her instead of just use her. Like she I guess regretted it in a sense. I don't remember every aspect of the video because I watched it a while ago, so I don't have the best memory. Not even just in a faith aspect, I think that even in a non-faith aspect, I think it's hurtful no matter what when you decide to break up. No one really wins in a situation like that, because at least in marriage you're kind of like tied to each other, and it's marriage and it's kind of sacred and no one should mess with that. So that's like the safety zone, I guess.
Morals though. There's just a lot of things that can go wrong when you do sex out of marriage. There's always a chance that you won't be with that person, that you can get cheated on. You just never know like the full like intent of somebody's heart until like they give you that ring and like say, hey, I really want to like marry you. So, but you never know if that can happen if you're already having sex with them. Basically, you've already given them what they want, and they kind of lose respect for you in a way, even if they don't even think they do, they kind of do. Like, guys lose respect in girls who have sex before marriage. And I think it's kind of weird what people say about how you have to find out if you're sexually compatible with somebody. I think that's really weird, because God made a guy and God made a girl. Obviously you're going to be sexually compatible, and if the guy is pressuring you to have sex with him because he wants to find out if you're sexually compatible, he's just obviously like a pig and you need to ditch him. He's putting pressure on something that's not even that important. He should be putting like the reasons why he likes you into something like a good character, or he just loves your personality and you guys get along great. People who say that you have to be sexually compatible, it's just a lie, and don't believe it because it's wrong in my opinion. And if you've never had sex, you have nothing to compare it to, so you'll be fine. I don't know about them. And this like society pressures it so much that like it's like a norm now. I don't think it should be, because it's something special to everybody, and every time you have sex with like a different person, you're like giving away your heart to them, like pieces of your heart, and you just need to save it for that one special person that God brings in your life. And he will bring that person if you wait for him, and he's gonna be just as special as you are. So I love you. And that's what I think about sex and relationships. Darn phone. Just hang up. I know when that hotline bling.
So I'm Janelle.
And I'm Denay.
Subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram
And Twitter.
and Facebook.
We'll see you later. Bye.
Thanks for watching.